EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. It is for real. Season begins here. And off we go here from Mile High. And he will get it back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Williams going to throw on the first play. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Trying to get the running back here going early on the first play, Mike, but what that does is it opens things up for the rest of the passing game as the game unfolds. Show this defense our running back is not an afterthought. He is a priority to our passing attack.
On second down, it's Williams. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A gain there of 15. Good for a Bears first down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet. But the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. To throw, it's Williams. That is high downfield by Odunze. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Throwing on second down, Williams. That's the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and you're able to convert.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Forced to his right. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito. He's into the sack column early in the season. A sack on this opening drive. Williams to throw on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Third and long. Here's Williams. This is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And the Broncos are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
Play action now. It's next. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Next, from the gun, on third down. And that is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it's going to lead to fourth down. On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on the punt for Denver, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. That's taken in at the 50. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. On the give, it's ETN. Has some room inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That one good for 26 yards.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
They'll go back to ETN on first down. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Williams. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll be forced out of bounds. A gain of 11. And it's first and goal.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Plus to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Well, I can promise you one thing. That's certainly not how that play was drawn up. I thought he did a nice job initially buying about as much time as he could, but realized there was nothing downfield developing, and he had to throw it short and didn't get anything positive.
They'll go once more from the 3. 3rd and goal. Swift, and he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up 4th and goal. The Bears call out their field goal team. This about as short as you can get. That one is good. And the Bears will take a 3-0 lead. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 3-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
A run once more. That's Harvey. And he'll get past the marker. He's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
At the 29-yard line.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. So they'll have to pick it up on third down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Ready?
2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run here with Harvey. And he will have a Broncos first down. They're able to convert by plenty on 3rd and 1.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On first down, they'll stick with Harvey, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. On the bootleg, it's Nix. To the pylon, he's in. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Broncos.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him. And as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it's going to be third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Here's Williams. That's a short one caught by Loveland. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop at 21 seconds to go until halftime. The Bears send out their punt team. That is fielded at the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Throw it here on first down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Broncos.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Working in the middle, that's Harvey. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Denver first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half, Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Again, it's Harvey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down. They'll come up here, first and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They'll go play action with Nix. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, Broncos.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's Harvey. They'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, first and goal. Up the middle they go. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up third and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Back at the 6-yard line, what can they do on third and goal? To throw is Nix. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Portland Sutton put down Denver.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. They'll put Loveland in motion. Williams to throw on second down. That's swung out to Etienne. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bonito. He works his way in to record the second sack of his young career. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now Williams. Forced out wide. He got all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Just not a lot of plays on that call sheet for the offensive coordinator for 3rd and a mile. So that's a huge sack there that they took on second down. And barring something dramatic happening here, it might have just killed any chance of extending this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Williams now to throw. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Etienne now on 1st and 10. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams going up top. That is caught. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown Bears. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So let's see if the Bears can keep it rolling as they go for two. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he will get into the end zone. The two-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Safe kick taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. On first down, here's Nix to throw. To the left side and taken in by Madden. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Nix now on first and 10. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. We'll try the right side with Harvey. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the shotgun, here's Nick. He's got his man, and that's down. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. First and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he can hang on through the contact. contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On the ground, this is Harvey. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
13-yard line.
Ready? 180. Hey, Sean, let's go. Hey, motion. Captain.
A run with Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. 2nd and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Yes. What is going on?
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to take a shot down the field. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
Well, it's no secret what's happening here, Mike. They need points, and they need points quick. The best way to get them is through the deep ball, but obviously the defense is prepared for it. So, again, they're going to continue to play deep, force you to throw the ball underneath, and make you go the long way.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that is incomplete. They had
Good
their
game,
chance.
dog.
They took
Tough
it there.
fucking
Look,
match.
they're
Tough
trailing late.
game.
Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
Hold on a sec. Ready. My name is Hunt.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.
Felt like really struggled up the offensive. Damn, we got 5 sacks on him. 5 sacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. 5. Right on. You get the pick. Oh, the new kid, Xavier Brown. He got the INT. Oh, it was a good game. It was a good game. That was a tough match. Definitely a tough match. This defense is pretty strong, so made it kind of tough to move the rock, but we did it. See you guys in the next one. I got another league game coming up here in about 15 minutes, so we'll see you guys then.